Wait, please, don't scroll. Hear a story about Zola, whom stepfather molest her every day. In the village of Ntabeni, there lived a girl named Zola, who never danced. While the other children sang beneath the baobab tree, Zola sat alone, holding a small drum she never played. They called it the silent drum. They called her the girl with no rhythm. But no one knew why the drum stayed quiet, not even her mother. Her stepfather, Becky, was a man the village admired. He brought home meat, told stories by firelight, and smiled with a mouthful of lies. But when the moon rose and the house grew still, Zola saw his true face. And in those moments, the drum would cry, but only inside her. Zola grew older, quieter, heavier with silence. Her eyes never looked up, and the drum stayed still. Because in Ntabeni, some truths are too dangerous to speak, especially when the man who breaks you also feeds the elders. But one day, a storyteller came to the village, an old woman with silver hair and eyes that had seen too much. She told tales of girls who defeated monsters no one else could see. And that night, as the stars blinked above them, Zola whispered, "What if the monster lives in your house?" The old woman did not flinch. She reached into her woven bag and pulled out a drum. "This one," she said, "is for your truth. Play it, even if no one believes the sound, even if your voice shakes." Zola touched the drum, then struck it, once, then again. The sound was not pretty, it was not strong, but it was hers. That night, the village heard the beating of a drum that had never spoken. It was not a song, it was a scream. Becky heard it too, and for the first time, he looked afraid. At dawn, Zola stood beneath the baobab tree, her drum in hand, and her truth in rhythm. Some turned away, some denied, but the women, they listened. Then one by one, they picked up their own drums. Zola's silence had made space for their sound, and together they drummed not just for pain, but for freedom. Now, Zola still walks the paths of Ntabeni, but her eyes meet yours and her drum sings, because even in a world that silences girls like her, a truth spoken or drummed can shake the earth beneath a monster's feet. Not all scars are visible, but when one girl finds her voice, she opens the door for others to find theirs. May we never fear the sound of a truth finally told. Follow me and drop a comment for more interesting stories. See you on the next one.